Hello everyone. Soil is the major type. Okay, soil is the major thing which is required for living as an air. Okay, so without the soil, there is a nothing can be stand and nothing can be grow. So that's why in all over the world, all the scientists are working on the substitute of the soil, but there is no substitute for the soil and it's mineral also. So, hello everyone, I am Professor Kakade Vedi and I welcome you all to the class for Geotechnical Engineering where we are discovering a new things related to the Geotechnical Engineering subject from the SPPU syllabus. Okay, so here in the last lecture we have discussed about what is the soil type and how it divided. Okay, so the soil type is the product of a geological cycle, so that it in the circular direction the state of the soil has been discovered. Okay, so from the rock to the rock there is a whole cycle like hydrological cycle. Here, on the basis of its decomposition, you could say decomposition or erosion, the types has been divided. Okay, so in the geological cycle, the erosion is the first step where the erosion discovered with type of the soil or the properties which will occur. So here there are two type of geological origin. First one is the physical weathering, okay, or another is the chemical weathering, or we could say erosion or decomposition, whatever you say, it is a synonymous word, okay. So here the erosion of the rock is happen by two methods, which is physical and chemical. Okay, so the physical is the weathering or physical erosion happen with the physical things. So the physical things like wind, okay, or glacier, or cold, or many more things like hammering, etc. and etc. So these are the sun rays, that kind of the things happen, and the rock eroded. But if you go ahead, that if you consider one thing is that the chemical reaction or chemical weathering is the another part where the properties of the this both erosion has been changed. So by that the properties have been changed, and the soil been classified with that. Another thing is that on the basis of residual and transportation. So when the erosion or weathering happens there, the soil stick, sometimes soil stick to the parent position, okay, or the parallel near to the parent rock. But if you consider one thing by the different means like air, glacier, gravity, water, or that kind of thing, the soil get transported. Okay, when soil get transported, its parent rock or parent position is away from that particular position, so that soil is considered as transported soil. There are too many soil which we consider in these two categories, like black cotton soil is first, okay, which done by which happened due to the chemical weathering. Okay, black cotton soil is the product of what we can say. Black cotton soil is the product of or weathered of a basalt. But basalt. Next thing is that okay. So basalt is the rock. But from that basalt, the physical weathering happen, and another thing, another soil produces, and by the chemical weathering, black cotton soil is produces. There are too many soils on the basis of residual and transportation means like alluvial soil, aeoline soil, lacustrine soil, glacial soil, then peat, bentonite, humus, glacial soil, Lewis, colluvial soil, that kind of the soil on the basis of transportation. Like alluvial soil was the soil which is transported by the flowing water like river. Okay, aeoline soil is the transported by air. Okay, then lacustrine by we could say that by the lake. Okay, then glacier soil which is transported by glacier. That glacier when the glacier landslide happen or glacial slide happens, it travels for the severals of kilometers, and by that it bring the soil with it itself. Okay, so these are the classification. The major classification are also different, like that came on the basis of index property, on the basis of IS code and all these things, but now we are considering this as the major. Okay, so next is the three phase soil system. Okay, so the soil system, the whole soil mass is divided into three types. Okay, whatever the soil you could see, okay, so it contained through two three components we consider. On the other hand, this two three component we does not consider, but it also important, and its mass, volume, all these things are too important for the soil. Okay, so that's why we are this question of three phase system of the soil might ask frequently. Okay, so that's why this is an important point. So soil mass is three-phase system. I already told you that the soil mass is composed by three-phase system like solid, liquid, and gaseous. Okay. So the solid contained many parts. Okay, like mineral, as the rock particles are the major component of the solid particle. Then the mineral component, then inorganic component, then organic components are the combination of a whole soil or solid particle in the soil mass. Okay, or if you contain full of hand of soil, it doesn't mean it is totally solid. It might contain the liquid particles and gaseous particle, which contain some amount of volume and weight also. Okay, so solid is the part of the soil mass. Liquid is also the part. From the liquid particle, liquid part, we maximally consider it as a water. In some part of the book or in some book, we could see that the liquid particle is called as a water particle, and then gaseous particle. Gaseous is always air. Okay, so air might contain a nitrogen which required for plants, okay, or crops. So we are not going in deep of it, but first of all, the solid particle consist of rock particle, soil, inorganic particle, okay, organic particle like dead animal components, okay, or food components, or plant leaf. Okay, that kind of the components are considered as a organic particle. Inorganic particle like stone or etc. And minerals. Okay, all many minerals are in the soil. You know that, and that's why the minerals are added into water, and making the water uh, salty or hard. Okay, so that are the minerals which is came in the category of a solid phase. Then liquid phase. Okay, when we are considering solid particle, so there are some space here. Okay, you could see that the space here. Okay, there are some space here. Okay, blue particle or blue line are considered as the uh, whites. Okay, so there is some space which is blue line or blue part, so that part is considered as a void. Okay, so that void might be filled by water or any kind of a liquid, so that's why it is called as liquid phase, which is filled with water. Whatever the part which is filled, which is considered as liquid particle or part or liquid phase. But if the voids are not filled by the liquid phase, okay, or liquid, so it does not consider it as the liquid phase. Okay, it is considered as a gaseous phase or void. Okay, in any liquid particle, partially or fully. Void might be filled by water partially or fully. Okay. Then when the liquid filled the voids partially, the remaining voids are contained air, that is gaseous phase. So this is all air. If the half of the part, okay, half of the part is filled by water, then remaining half part is considered as air particle, and that is considered in as a gaseous phase. So this diagrammatic representation, okay, the phase of soil mass is known as phase diagram. This is called as phase diagram. So whenever the in exam they ask for the three-phase diagram of soil or phase diagram of soil, the diagram you must to be drawn is the next in next slide. So I hope you understand this, that you must to be consider whole soil mass into three phase or three content, like soil, solid, liquid and gases. So solid is the solid parts, okay, liquid is the liquid parts, or we could say that it is the part of water. Okay, and the third one is the remaining part, whites, which is considered as void. Okay, so here you could see that this is the three-phase diagram, where actually if the soil was placed in a microscope, it will look like this. It will look like this. So here the solid particles are shown here by dot. This is the solid parts, okay, and the remaining are white part is the void part. Okay, void part. So the void parts are then filled by liquid, okay, or next is the air or gases. So void part are liquid or gases or air. So these are the main diagrammatic representation for the soil. Okay. So if we divide the volume on the basis of a volume, that here is the like the figure will look like this, the diagram will look like this. So here the this part whole, if this is the total volume of a soil or mass of the soil, this is the mass of solid, okay, and remaining is considered as volume of void. Okay, this considered as void. So the voids are divided into two types, like air. Okay, there might be some air if the partially saturated soil is there, okay, and the water. If the soil is fully saturated, that it is filled by, all the voids are filled by water, in that situation, okay, in that situation the whole voids are filled by water, and there is no volume remain for the air. Okay, fully saturated soil, if the soil is now fully dry soil is there, then there is no water contained in the soil, then the volume of void is fully considered as volume of air. Okay, the soil, solid and air. Okay, so these are the major part of this three-phase diagram, and three-phase diagram are represented properly in the diagrammatic form, and the calculation are there also. So where by the three-phase system we could understand many things through the soil, and the too many index properties or properties of the soil could be found out by understanding the three-phase diagram. So in the next lecture we are going to understand the next level of a three-phase system and soil. So thank you for watching our video and keep watching our video. Okay. So in the next lecture we will provide a new slide and calculation related to it. Okay.